like, yeah, I was telling Mike that, like, we were having partying that one day, and, yeah, so we were partying and stuff. Oh, hey, we're on. Okay, hello, everybody. It's your boy, Remy23. You caught us just in time as we got back on air. Welcome back with Edith Finch. And today, we're here with the family curse, I suppose. This house does look funky if you saw it in the last episode. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that in the last episode, we found out how Odin died, and I can't speak today. Molly died. So today we're gonna go see how apparently somebody died in here, I think.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Yeah. Twins, man.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Tiny room. Calvin.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, we're swinging.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
I used both feet.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Swing.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Oh, he's gonna go around the circle.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh boy, we're gonna go around the tree.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh, this is it.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
All the way around. All the way. Yeah.
That's the day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Yeah, we're gonna fly. And he fell off the rocks and died. Yay!
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh, well that was a cool death. Attaboy, Calvin.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Ah, here we go. So many hidden rooms, Doc. Like, what is it with this house? Okay, wait, actually, what is it with this house?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, what's wrong, you fat?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Well, it's because nobody likes Barbara.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
I saw something else this way. How do we get back down Barbara's room? Let's see, how did Barbara die then?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Good idea. Happy birthday, Barbara. Candles. Barb Street. Look at her, she looks pretty cool.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
It's a comic book.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Ew.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now
Heard
that
that scream
was a great
before.
scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Rick's probably gonna end up scaring us, trying to get a good scream. Michael Myers, what are you doing here?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
What's Michael Myers doing here? Knock everything off the table. Hey, I got one. Maybe I'll get points if I knock everything off the table. Hey, I did. I got a trophy for it. Sweet. Actually didn't know that
The
would
gang's
happen.
leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Old Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late, late weeks or so. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Can I just whack the TV? Okay, I can't break the TV. I actually wish more games were like this with this style of stuff. Yeah, are they giving out apples on Halloween? Coming, walls, but so slow. Knock, knock. I said knock, knock.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Oh no, we're gonna die by the hook man.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
This way, through the hole.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Sneak up on him.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Let me guess, he's gonna disappear. Wow, what did I say?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Look, don't answer it, girl. Just go back upstairs.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara.
So, let's not open it. Shut up. I'm not answering. I'm gonna try to find Walter. I'm actually getting kind of nervous now.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Not goodbye, Barbara.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her.
It's the gang.
For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
It's the gang in Halloween
And she
masks.
saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now
Neato.
that's what I call a real eerie tale.
We don't know how to open the tube.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay, well, I guess now we know.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Are we gonna find out how Edith's mom died, perhaps? That'd be cool. Okay, yeah. Man, they cleaned up the pool table from when I was down here, dang.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Tetanus. Tetanus. Okay, let's see what we can
I saw
find.
Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Is there somebody
It
down?
turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
So there's somebody down here?
I remember asking Mom
Oh.
once about where Walter had gone.
Brother Walter!
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
He got scared, so now he hide down here.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Pea soup. Propane. Jelly Farms. Concord grape jelly. Peanut butter. What does that say? Tomato. I can't read that. Alvin O's. Extra crispy. Look at Alvin. He looks so if I could live down here if I had my daily dose of Alvin O's and some pea soup. Bit of purple grape jelly, some water. Tasty beans. I could live down here, yeah. And my Sweetie Crisps. Pea soup, tasty beans.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Hello, Walter. 1952 to 2005.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
What? Pea soup.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Pea soup.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
What is this, canned peaches, pea soup or something?
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
This is Walter, the kid that was hiding under the bed. What am I eating?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Canned peaches. Delicious.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
No rumbling.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
No rumbling.
I'm done
Attack
waiting.
on Titan. Wait, I'm just
I
saying.
have to leave.
Hear me out.
Well, I
What
still
if?
can.
What if possibly? I'm just saying it. What if that's a train or something? I really like this Walter guy. I'm gonna be sad when he dies. Those trains rumble when you're underground. I know that. Trains rumble to ground. I've been near trains that have been driving.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake.
Yeah.
But I need to stop living the same day,
Yeah.
even if it kills me.
Even if it kills me. I knew it. I knew it.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
No! I knew it! I knew it! No! 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 I liked him.
Walter died when I was 6.
No!
I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Oh.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
I'm sad now.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
Alvin knows.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Me up now.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Not even my Alvin nose can make me happy now.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this.
I'm actually sad, man.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
There's a tunnel that snake
And
went
the
through.
history you're a part of.
That snake or octopus or whatever it was that killed the one girl with. Excuse
Though
me.
to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty lost. Especially like of how we're gonna get back in the house.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Wonder what we'll find next. Also, like, this is actually pretty interesting, you know?
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Wait, what? Oh.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker. Of course, you're gonna put grades, you gotta at least describe Coco. Zoe, Verpy, Lurpy, Zerpy. Mr. Frog. Bob, Oliver, Shotzi, the Shadow, Christopher,
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch, born on 1937, died on 1947. Calvin, born in 1950, died in 1961. Sven, born 1915, died in 1964. Edie, born 1917, died in 2010. Walter, born 1952, died March 2005. Barbara, born 1944, died 1960. Halloween.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Past never went away. Odin.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
I mean, it truly looks cool.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Well, I can see where my mom is coming from. Yeah, you know, I get it, man. Milton, born May 1942. Sanjay, born 1966.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Lewis, 1938. I can't read that. 20-something. Maybe 10, possibly 20. I doubt 20.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Dude, this is deep. This is that one area when Molly was a cat.
But looking back on it now,
I'm sorry.
If she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh no. Oh, that's too... You're gonna die, girl. Just jump. You're pregnant? Mark and Dad. We got here.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Man, I'd probably like this Sam guy.
They were both pretty intense.
Is that wind noises or my microphone? Sam Finch. He's a pure American.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Are these actual pictures? Ham radio and stuff. Here we go. Sam Finch.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Thank you. Oh, you got a point.
Okay, got it.
Oh, hey.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
It's a nice picture.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to.
Hey!
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
That's a good one.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe.
sense.
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up.
Oh!
Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn.
Oh.
Always remember that, okay?
Oh, no, you.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
No! No! Come on! Everybody I like has a horrible death. And that's just kind of
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
That's so sad. That's so sad. Ooh. I'm actually getting sad now. I'm really sad.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
I think I would have gotten along with this guy so well. Oh God. God. Dude, I'm sad now. I need a happier death. Yeah, sure, happier death. That's a good way to describe something, ain't it?
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Ooh, baby gate. Oh. Oh no, I already don't like where this is going. Yo, Gregory, Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, I already made that joke. No. No, 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 no. This cannot be a baby that's gonna die. No, 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 no.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
No, please. Oh, and I don't like where this is going already. I'm a baby.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
I'm a baby. I'm having fun. What am I supposed to do? Oh, knock down these letters.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Oh, great.
Hello?
I'm a baby. I'm gonna drown in the bath. I can...
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Wait.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
Gregory.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw. It sure made him happy.
Got a whale. Not the music, I'm gonna... I got my
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Phew. Okay.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish you could have told us.
No!
About the world we saw.
No. I can't drown myself. Come on, that's some day I can drown myself. I make fun of a baby.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory.
No.
About everything.
I can't do it
But
anymore.
I know what happened wasn't your fault.
The plug.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay.
Take anymore of
Love,
this,
Sam.
man. This is psychological torture for me, dude. Can't take any more of this. I can't take any more of this. But I'm gonna keep going. What's next? Is it just rapid fire?
I can't
death
imagine
now?
my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
What now, man? I can't take another sad death.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Okay, I already don't like this guy. But at least I get to
My
fly
father
kite.
made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, let's go.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to
Come here.
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh, okay, yeah, I hope you die.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Bye, y'all. Look down here.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh, that's rumbling.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Whoa!
But I didn't.
Take that, sucker.
Until we found you.
I didn't like you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Yeah, I don't want to be like that kid. He was awful. These guys got a rock wall in their bedroom. Can I climb it?
My mom moved up to
These
the loft
kids
after
are
her
so
brothers died.
Lucky. Minus the fact they died, but still.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
That's just awesome. Another death, I'm assuming? Yeah.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
We're getting up higher.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last.
Dang, pretty modern laptop for not being in the house for a while. Nice. They had arrived.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
How much higher we still have to go? Yo, Mama even sealed off up here? God. You're going up somehow, Milton. Looks like an artist kind of kid. Oh yeah, definitely artist.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
It's obscure, but I think I get it. I think he went through one of the secret passageways in the house. It was never found, I think. And that's how he died. He died in one of the passageways. Probably for the sake of keeping things nicely rated. Probably not going to see anything. Probably just a... We're definitely not going to see anything.
Mom spent months searching for my brother.
Yep,
and she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Yeah, either he started a passageway or something found him. Like, oh come on, cave in full circle, destroy. Beautiful view, by the way. I haven't even seen the other house. It doesn't take much to distract me.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Louis lived up here? Louis lived way up here? He's got a boat in his bedroom, bro. He's amazing. I like this Louis guy already. He's got a boat. Is he living? Is this boat just his room? That's gonna be sick. That is amazing.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Oh,
that part of him lived on.
He's one of those guys. Okay.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Okay. How bad is
He kept
that
working at the
chocolate
cannery.
sandwich? I just barely do it.
But he
it
withdrew
just
part of
automatically
himself.
slide it.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
What?
wander.
What the fuck is this?
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Playing two games at once now.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved.
It's actually really hard.
Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
They're taking over my world. I could
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
How is this more involved with that?
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
Oh, daydreaming. Now that's not going to end out good.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Louis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Paying attention to everything. Whatever I'm doing.
Like a whole new Louis. So I let him go on.
You're corrupting my world like you're a hippie.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Louis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
I can barely see now, y'all. Okay, this is gonna get so roped into it, I think.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
Yeah.
He started drifting away from our reality.
But see, I can't see now.
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of her electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh, now I can't even see at all.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
That's a lot of fun.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting me. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Yeah, much better than that other guy, Gus.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
It's almost a whole tree, there's like 2 left. Cool man or Lewis?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
No.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Was this her mom?
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Edith, that's me. Okay, we are going to
But it had to
space
end
right now,
one
honey.
way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
What? Huh?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Okay, let's see, where is this going?
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
If Edie dies, I'm gonna be sad. She seems really nice. Now,
I got turned around.
Edith's...
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
How dare you? Let me out. Oops.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
She went to the old house.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. she got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Oh no!
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Oh.
Until I found out about you.
I play as her baby.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
Leaving the journal in the house that we just...
But I guess if you're reading this now... things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And a bunch of kids made this? Wow. I shouldn't joke, okay, but still. Everything ends. Oh my god, everything ends. Dude, this is making me... I need a minute. Oh my god. And each guy to die gets their own... Oh my god. That was amazing. Thanks, Joanne. I guess thank you for the trophy. Well, you know what I do with these games. I always watch all the credits, but still. Amazing. Hello, Sam. It's good to see you again. Oh, not Gregory's, not those little people. Not the stuff from Gregory. No! Get that frog out of here. Get out of here. Oh, not even that much stuff for Sam. Now we're just back to Barbara. Come on. There's Space Kid. life-changing man. So of course, there's our underground friend with his canned peach halves. Oh my god. That was amazing. Such a experience. Like Until Dawn, if you like story games, this is a must play. Wait for it to go on sale, cause I'd say it's not worth the $20, but it's definitely worth it when it goes on sale. Replay a story. And now, that's all of it. 1999 to 2017. Fortunately, we don't get to find out about our free little leaves. Kay, Sven, and Ingesberg, and Sanjay. My god. So then, I'm just saying that was amazing and all, but I just have one question, and one question only. How did Edith die? Now, if you don't mind, I have to ask one more question. Allow me to shut this for a second. I want to go back to Molly. We're going to go back to Molly and we're going to get one trophy before we finish, just to truly appreciate this. We might try and get two possible. We can get 2 rabbits. We gotta try and get 2 rabbits in 2 swoops. Oh my god. Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. I ate a lot of things that night.
I ate free holly berries or something, I don't know. We just have to go ahead and eat toothpaste again.
I kept eating and eating. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I could gobbled her up.
And then I was an owl.
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh, smack. That was just the fleshiest smack I've ever heard.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh, come back. Oh, awesome.
Off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rusty razor, shaves belly with a rusty razor, shaves belly with a rusty razor, right in the morning. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Right in the morning. Put him in bed with the captain's daughter, put him in bed with the captain's daughter, put him in bed with what shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Alive in the morning. Trucking with a longboat till he's sober. Trucking with a longboat till he's sober. Trucking with a longboat till he's sober. Alive in the morning. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Alive in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Alive in the morning. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Alive in the morning. Heave-ho, she rises, heave-ho, she rises, heave-ho, she rises early in the morning.
Yay, okay.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Okay, y'all, we're just gonna end it, guys, because I want to get 2 trophies. So thank y'all so much for watching.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Consider subscribing as well. If you enjoy my content, I suppose. You don't have to subscribe. Please, if y'all be first to watch my videos, because to be honest, you don't even have to rate it though, because you're probably going to be one of the first. Please consider rating that And,
I got closer and closer.
If you enjoy my content, you don't even have to do anything. Just watching is appreciated. So, that concludes what Remains of Edith Finch. And plus 2 trophies, so...
All of my stomach started growling.
I still said about the baby. And Sam. And Lois.
And
or
suddenly,
Lois
I was
whoever was
weak.
around.
I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything.
Enjoy the rest of your day or night, whatever you're doing watching.
To fall asleep.
But
it's not going to wait much.